Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
There we go. Go right in. Hey, let's get this.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw is Rush. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45.
Red, coach. Hey, ball.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
18. General West.
Hey, turn it out.
Check. Under 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Look at the dance and the juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
How about that little piece of athleticism? Not only the catch, how about the move?
That's not a third down back out there either. That's a tight end making that move.
Undercrush.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
You're not ready. Tighten up. Alert. 80 weapon.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second and 11 now. Rush looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Blue, blue, blue. Hey, alert.
Just like that. Shit.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Watch the twist.
Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
He's got Burton here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. Hey, Delta. Mike, check. 59. Hey, I'm coming after you. Let's go. Mike's 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ready?
From the gun, rush. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, rush. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
You draw quarter.
Throwing on first down. Rush. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye.
59. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, 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 kill.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check three, check three.
Go.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Marr on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, ball.
55. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Check 4, check 4.
Ran, touch. 22 jet bomber.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the shit.
Alert, 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 alert.
Be right.
X3, 218, chopper.
55, Mike 55. You got night. Stop up night. Check.
Blue. 6-6, bullet high.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Sponge.
Blue.
No.
Hey, alert. Hey, seam 6.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike, check. 59.
Blue.
They going to need some therapy.
Go.
Mike's 50.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Alert. Hey, wahoo.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
180.
Mike's 59.
Red.
Oh, you got D? Mike's 5'9. Wild Bill. 59's Mike. Check.
Alert. We own it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
18. Hey, high 7.
Too little, Cap.
Now Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
SOS. Hatchet. I got it. Out. Check 52.
Alert.
Mike 5'9.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Let's go, D. Check, crunch. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Trubisky will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bears 22, Cowboys 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. Cordell Patterson, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
64,
Off play action. Rush. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10. Rush, gonna take a shot for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We ain't giving them nothing to play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, rush. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, come on. Bring it.
Operating from the gun. Rush. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60 or.
They're running it.
Protein spill.
On first down, rush. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rush. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And shutting him off, now open field. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 68 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double time.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lock in, lock in. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next the score, Bears 45, Cowboys 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down,
Let's go.
at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready to laugh.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 24, check 24.
Greystone, travel. Let's go.
Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw is Rush. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Rush to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Rush. Now a desperation throw deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cooper was the intended target, The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's our time. It's our time.
They keep it with Davis on first down. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in.